One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Webster. Buys a little time. He's got an open man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack. Now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots. Any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Change now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw again. Moving away from pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting long yardage in predictable situations.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Webster. Lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. Off and running. Touchdown, Fresno State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Catch in the middle. It's Pauling. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Off the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Quickly complete. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. To the air. It's Webster. Got out of trouble and throws. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's McClain. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bulldogs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Got his man quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is his...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Rides the back on the option, the give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield, it's Webster. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Just keep swinging it. Pressure coming. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Wants to throw. It's Webster. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Flushed out of the pocket. Fires finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down and distance in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They want to throw it. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by just 2 over Ohio. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. Wide open spaces. There he goes. He's at the 30. The inside, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On third and short, the power run here. There he goes. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Going to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fresno State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. See them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Gonna let it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Going to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive for the 25. Looking to pass. It's Carr. He rifles one deep to the left. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilliam. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Webster. Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Finds a tight end. At the 45 on his way. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Webster. Makes the grab. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The sure hands, it's Freeman. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
They have this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Webster. Fires on the move. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target. Throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Buys a little extra time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He turns that loose down the right side. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning on the Jets. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
That's the end of the third quarter play. Fresno State, 38. Notre Dame, 21.
So first down will open up the final period. Using his legs, it's Gilliam. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking.
They're just imposing that a little bit, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Off play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Powers through.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Dropping back, it's Carr. It's complete.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Defense looks as if it's coming. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense has settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Gilliam. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking for a man, it's Webster. Takes the easy one to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Fresno State will have to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll try the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Fresno State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here's a heat. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And that is why they're called the Handstand people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
First and 10.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fresno State takes over in the offense. We'll go back to work. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll give it to the back. Got room to work. It's a seam wide open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Okay, ready? Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.